The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Well, some devils are better at hiding than others. I mean, some can't even spell the word subtle. Some aren't all red face paint, horns, a pointy tail, and a pitchfork. No, some versions of the Morning Star are unsung, much like that pseudonym. So this Halloween, let's take a look at the top 5 actors who have played the devil, or unsung versions of him, on this, The Real School Countdown. Number 5, Billy Crystal, Deconstructing Harry. This may be one of Woody Allen's most misunderstood films, but it's the little scene in hell that I really appreciated. And so did the Academy, because Allen was nominated for Best Writing for this film. In one of the most vulgar and licentious scenes that Woody Allen has ever written, we have a great comedian who's not really known for either of those things. When you think of Billy Crystal, what movies do you think of? Is it Monsters, Inc.? City Slickers?
Hello?
The Princess Bride?
Have fun storming the castle!
Or is it When Harry Met Sally?
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, I thought so. The fact is, as much as Harry talked about sex, he never really talked about threesomes or sex with blind women. But that's part of the charm. Yeah, we expect that kind of language and behavior from Woody Allen, but when we hear Billy Crystal dropping F-bombs, it's just kind of orgasmic. Number 4, Peter Stormare, Constantine. This one may not be unsung, especially here on Real School, as I have praised this misunderstood film again and again. But it's Stormare's 20-minute cameo at the end of Constantine, his portrayal of the Prince of Darkness, whose praises need to be sung over and over again. And I would put his quick, quirky performance up there with the captivating performances of Heath Ledger's Joker or Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal. Only reason it's not higher on the list is because this is a pretty well-known film. No matter how many people have seen Constantine, there's so much subtlety to this film that I think goes overlooked, and Stormare's Satan personifies it perfectly. Satan in Constantine descends like the fallen angel that he is, rather than burrowing underneath us from hell. He's covered in tar, mimicking both molten lava and the cancer that he pulls from John later on. And also, it's not some stupid red jumpsuit that he's covered in, no. It's a simple, sharp white suit, and he has a few tribal tattoos, showing he's stylish, trendy, and maybe a little bit of a dick. Number 3, Tom Waits, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. Talk about unsung. Yeah, this one wasn't exactly Terry Gilliam's success story. But what a story this film had. And it's understandable that a few things within this film go unsung, because tragically, with the loss of Heath Ledger, production had to be paused and rewrites had to be made. What visuals this film had as well, as the Lewis Carroll-esque dreamscape of Terry Gilliam's brain came to life in vivid Technicolor. The antithesis of that comes in this world's version of the devil. Tom Waits' Mr. Nick is dark, gritty, mysterious, and in a world populated by refined English actors, his gravelly American lilt fits his character perfectly. What can't be denied is Waits' cool factor. I mean, in my opinion, shouldn't the devil be kinda cool? Shouldn't he be a guy you kinda want to hang out with? Number 2, Gary Oldman, Beat the Devil. This is the epitome of cool, and the epitome of unsung. Hey, Real School isn't all about Hollywood hits. Sometimes I cover independent films, and sometimes I cover a short series of internet films that are basically made to sell BMWs. Fast cars that you can't afford are only part of the picture, and in a movie that has Fast and Furious action, James Brown, and it's directed by Tony Scott, Gary Oldman still manages to be the coolest aspect of the movie. Although he probably could take some style advice from the Stormare version of the devil. Tony Scott's trademark directorial style is quirky and kinetic, and he needs a devil that's quirky and kinetic in turn, even if that kinetic energy comes from an electronic wheelchair. Check out this one online, I highly recommend it, and there's a pretty funny cameo at the very end. Number 1, Max von Sydow, Needful Things. Funny story. It's because of the trailer of this film released in 1993 that my sister, to this day, cannot hear In the Hall of the Mountain King without being creeped out. It's around Halloween that we usually get to see on cable television all the Stephen King classics like Carrie, Misery, The Shining, and okay, so they're not all classics. And neither is Needful Things. It is a terrible movie, with a pretty good premise and a wicked devil. Max von Sydow at some point must have thought to himself, because he exorcised the devil in his most iconic film, he should play him in another. And while his performance at times fits the bizarre and campy style of this movie, it's by far the best part. Maybe it's his soothing Swedish baritone accent. Maybe it's his charming, nonchalant nature. But I found myself thinking that if Max von Sydow as the devil asked me to do something evil, I'd probably do it. Agree or disagree with the list? Leave your picks for top 5 in the comments section below. Be sure to subscribe to Real School, follow me on Twitter, and of course if you get anything out of Real School, you can always give a little back. Just click the link and you can become a Real School patron. But until you sell me your soul, school's out.